What's good, guys? YungTyyler back here with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. Yesterday was Happy National... Well, I'm recording this today, but it was yesterday that the event dropped for National Women's Day. I'm not gonna lie, I tried to do it like 6 times yesterday on camera, and I just could not get it going. So, sorry I couldn't get that out to you guys. But today, I finally, after watching a lot of things and then getting a lot of advice from my alliance mates who completed it, and my own trial and error, I discovered a team that should be able to get it done. So this is my final attempt at it. I made this morning. This isn't live, obviously, because I was just kind of doing it on my own, so I didn't have, I'm going to be honest, the pressure of the camera. I think that might have been messing me up a little bit. But, yeah, this is pretty much the run-through I had. It's not perfect at all, but it got the job done, and there's some pretty cool cheese in this. You'll see. But first fight here is against Wolverine X-23. Very, very simple fight. I brought Corvus to help counter that rogue later on. That was weird. It keeps doing that. But yeah, so I need to build him up a little bit. So I'm going to use him here against X-23, get the mutant charge. It's a little bit of a longer fight, but it's worth it at the end of the day. It's worth it, so... yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I got a notification for ESPN. I don't even remember what it was. But, yeah, so we use Corvus for this fight. It's pretty simple. Like I said, it takes a lot. He's not charged up yet, and he's only a 4-star. He's maxed out 4-star, but 4-star still isn't very powerful against a champion this beefy, especially with the regen. The regen's not too crazy, but it got clipped a little bit there. No big deal. But, yeah, essentially I'm just trying to fight this out, do as much damage to counter that regen as I can until I get my glaive charges back. There's another way you can do this fight. Since it has I forgot the name of the node, but when they use a special, you gain a bar of power as well. You could just, and since she keeps on gaining power from Corvus having the precisions, or just you dexing and getting a precision all the time, you can pretty much just bait out her specials constantly and get that special 2, and just keep on throwing the special 2 after like one medium dash in, so that you don't use up all your glaive charges. But, I was just kind of trying to go ham on this one, and I wasn't too worried about that. So I have my glaive charges back, 39%, and this will be the last little stretch of the fight. It's going pretty good. Like I said, it's very slow. There's not much to it. It's just kind of a rhythm of baiting out specials and getting to the special 2 and throwing it. Not much to talk about. But yeah, this boss rush was a little bit tough. I did get this one done faster than the last one, but that's probably only because my hat's all messed up. Only because my roster is better, a lot better than it used to be. And yeah, so like the last one, King Groot wasn't a very tough matchup. Neither is this Wolverine X-23. Nice little warm up, good little charge on my Corvus Glaive. That's in the bin. So the next fight here we're gonna have is against Medusa, which isn't terrible, but you really have to get used to it because she has the I've been talking about it this whole time and I forgot what it's called. The one where it's 300% block when you hit the block, it's 300% damage and it's 100% block penetration. Corvus does an amazing job against this node. Invade, it's called Invade. See how much damage he's doing through the block? It's crazy. I needed that auto block charge, so I didn't mind hitting into her right there. And as you're going to see, I'm going to do a little bit of a sneaky little... right here. She dashes in. I got super lucky. Oh my goodness. But now I got the charge. I have 2 glaive charges now. This part gets a little bit tricky because she starts hitting into me and I'm worried that I'm going to lose all my glaive charges. There we go. Now she starts blocking again, so I can hit through the block again. Very simple. I just go for it, and I know I'm going to kill her. So, Corvus is a beast against the Invade node, which you'll see later. He does very well against the Rogue. However, Rogue does have the regeneration, so you have to have a Corvus that's still strong enough to counter that regeneration, and you have to worry about the Unstoppable from Brawl. So, it's a little bit crazy. Here we have the Wasp fight. I usually have been bringing in Stealth Suit Spider-Man, but I'm wasting a whole champion I could bring to counter the other ones just for Wasp, and I don't use Stealth-Spidey the rest of the time. So I said, I'm just going to use my Warlock for the Wasp because I can just constantly parry heavy, constantly. And I get a little bit more damage from the bleed. It's not a ton, but it's a little bit. But yeah, because I was trying to use the Stealth Spider-Man slow debuff to get rid of the evasion chance, because that's a pain. It's a real pain if you're not used to fighting Wasp, which I do. I mean, I know how to fight her, but I don't fight her like a ton, so I still get caught a lot of the time from her her evasion. So this was a really good matchup actually for me. I was very surprised it went so well. So far we've got it down to about 50%. And we're just trying to keep this bleed going, because I think that bleed is what is keeping her constantly ticking off the health more and more. Because as you see, I can't get to a special 2 because my power gets drained every certain amount of time. There's a little timer next to the armor up buff I have on Warlock. But yeah, this is going very well so far. Just keep the infections, keep the bleed up, and slowly knock her down. She doesn't have the biggest health pool, so I'm glad that for that, because this match would be really long if she had a larger one. Just a broad statement, but still, it was nice. Yep, here we go. She goes down with the bleeds. So Warlock did a very good job there. He was honestly the MVP for this event for me. Now this is some cheese right here. Okay, this is some cheese right here. You have to bring a tech, you have to bring a cosmic, which is another reason I had to get rid of Stealth Suit Spider-Man, because I needed to bring Corvus. But I also need to have my Warlock, and I needed the other 2 counters, and I needed him. So here, as long as you can evade Emma Frost Special 1, if you're pretty good at it. There was one event a while ago, some monthly event, where they had an Emma Frost with an unblockable SP1 node, so I got pretty good at evading her dex. I got caught there, dexing her Special 1 from that. So I'm not too worried about it in this matchup at all. That's like the least of my concerns is her Special 1. It's keeping that regeneration from regenning her to degenning her. And I do that here by just constantly parrying. Now, I'm just waiting to... I'll probably... Yeah, there we go. So one more SP1 evasion, and there's no way now that she can pretty much get me. I just have to keep blocking in, getting the petrifies and the armor break debuff so that she doesn't have the diamond form. And she kills herself, essentially. 6 hits. Pretty good Emma Frost, pretty solid Emma Frost, and she went down pretty easily. So, Katie Candy, that was a crazy fight for a lot of people. A lot of people had trouble on it. But I found Cap of Anywhere to be super effective against that. If you have an Awakened one with a high sig, he does a great job. So here with the Rogue fight, this is the worst fight by far, in my opinion, in this event. I just can't seem to hit into her block. I keep accidentally intercepting her. So I'm like, alright, this is not going well. She has the Unstoppable now. She's starting to get regens. So I'm like, oh, great. Now I have to get in there and get rid of these regens. There we go. Now she finally wants to block, and I can hit into it. And now she gets the Unstoppable again. So this is a very annoying fight. It's very annoying. There's so many things going on. And now I'm realizing, okay, even when I hit into her block, it's not counteracting the regen. And now here comes Brawl again. Now she's throwing her special. I can't get hit by it. She has 5 stacks, 6 stacks now. And I'm like, this is not going well. Let's just throw SP1 to get rid of those regens. And here she goes again with the Brawl. So she's starting to gain more regen. It's a terrible fight. It's a terrible fight. I hated it so much. Just doing as much damage as I can before I get kicked out of here. Because I know I'm not going to make it, especially with no glaive charges left. I should have honestly just died quicker here, because the regens are getting her a lot of health. Looking back at the video, I should have just let go of it. So now she's back up at 72 when she was at like 60%. So my bad on that one. I messed up big time. Probably a rank 4 or 5 5-star Corvus could get that done pretty well. I thought Void would be a great job because he can counter that reverse the healing. The hardest part with Void would be what's it called? So I got another notification that throws my train of thought off. Would be avoiding that Brawl Unstoppable, not getting backed into a corner and just getting obliterated, because the block penetration is insane. And the best way I can do that is probably by intercepting and throwing SP1s, like I just did. No Petrify yet. Unfortunately, it is the last debuff that I gain. I have to go for intercepts to get rid of those regens. Okay, now I'm starting to get Petrify. And here comes Brawl. So she threw an SP1 right as the Brawl timer, right as it started. See, I'm just getting destroyed now. That's exactly what I was worried about. I was getting put in the corner like that. And her just hitting into my block, and I just keep dying. So now we're starting to get some regens, and I'm starting to see a little bit of... see, I messed up there. I'm not trying to intercept her. She just keeps hitting into my dash. And I go down because I get back to no corner. So it kind of worked, and it would work. I could see it working. I was just having a really hard time with this rogue, as usual. I thought to bring in Torch, but I'm like, no, I really do need Torch for the final fight with Clairvoyant, so I'm going to bring in Warlock. I just need to counter that healing completely. I just need to turn it off with his infection charges. Here comes Death Touch. Go in for a 1 quick, 2, and I'm out. Because this, what is it called? The Unstoppable Brawl node. It's a little bit crazy. I'm kind of worried here because I'm like, okay, now she's going Unstoppable again. There we go. I had to get it one more in. I knew I had the health for it. Because honestly, taking her direct hits are a lot better than taking her blocked hits, if that makes any sense. Like, she doesn't do as much damage if she just punches you. But if she hits your block, she's going to do a lot more damage. So now I'm just trying to get some... I need to... As I said, I need to get the infection charges, so counter that healing, and it's actually going really well. Now I can hit into her. And there's a infection that's probably going to last the rest of the match. Things go really well right here because she throws that SP1 right when the brawl's ending. So I can just go in on it, quick intercept, nice. I just wait for her to throw another one. This is lining up decently well, not perfectly, but it's doing its job. There we go. I got lucky with that dash back, and SP1 should be able to finish this off with a shock. There he goes. So that was the first time I actually beat Rogue. That was like my 6th or 7th attempt. Okay, so here we go. We get the title. Sweet, nice title. And then we get the Clairvoyant. It didn't automatically give it to me for some reason. It kind of lagged a little bit, so I got confused right here. I was like, whoa, what happened? But I get to choose my title, and honestly, I was very, very in between Frosty Jawbreaker and Top Banana. I chose Top Banana. It's just funny. It's cool. Top Banana. I'm the Top Banana. Anyways. Final fight here. Clairvoyant. I said, easy. Easy one-shot Human Torch. Pre-fight ability. It's over. It's over. And I forgot. You'll see in a second. I forget. I don't check the node, and that's my fault. I forget she has Mighty Charge. And it kind of threw me off right there. I was like, oh, wait, she has Mighty Charge. And I don't know why, but I keep forgetting. So I go for an intercept, and I get hit again. And then I just was done by then. I was like, oh my gosh, Mighty Charge, I didn't check the nodes. I feel like I die so many times just because I don't check nodes on fights. So here we're going to go in with Cap Infinity, where hindsight, I should have just gone straight in with Warlock again. Instead of trying to fight all this out, because I could have one-shot this and made this a pretty decently quick run. But, yeah, this is going to end up taking a lot longer, and I'm like, well, here's the thing with Cap. She has Safeguard also, so SP2 isn't going to do big damage. She's bleed immune. SP3 is only going to do 1% damage. So, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking with this fight. So now I'm just going to go for an SP3. Why not get rid of it? Because I'm thinking, well, the only thing I can do here is maybe do an SP1 with 5 charges and get 3% off instead of 1% from an SP2. I don't know why I tried to heavy counter there. There was no space for it. And I got tagged by a quick heavy. And here's the only SP1 I get off in the entire game. I'm honestly just trying to finish this fight because I know I'm not going to beat her with Cap Infinity War. So, one more SP1. There it is. And I think that's going to be the end of the fight, pretty much. It's kind of a stupid play on my part. I think I easily could have one-shot this if I had made the precautions and just double-checked the nodes and I knew exactly what I was going into. I just kind of got thrown off big time with Human Torch. He could have easily one-shot this. Clairvoyant is one of his, like he just does so well against her. So, now we're going with Warlock, the MVP for this event. Get a little bit of infection. Not sure that it's going to do a whole lot in this match. Oh, it will later, in a way. But, yeah, the end of this fight honestly triggered me like a ton. It really triggered me a lot, and you'll see why. But, shout out to Seaton right there. I kept getting notifications during this, and it was kind of annoying me. But, yeah, I got tagged. Go in, I'm like, okay, I can gain a little bit of health back from this SP3. I'm not too mad about getting pushed to an SP3. So far, we're doing really well. She's down to 37%. After this, she's going to be down to 36%. Because the safeguard. But, and she's immune to bleed. So I'm thinking, well, if I can throw SP2s with Warlock, that's a ton of hits right there I can throw off. There we go. It's just a matter of actually getting to one, and I'm kind of dumb now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I should have just let her throw a bunch of special ones, because I'm immune to bleed, so it literally is useless. But this is still working well. I don't know why I went for an SP1 there. I was just honestly really excited because I'm finally going to beat this boss rush event, and I see her down at like 20%, and I'm like, oh, just go in, just use do everything you can to knock her down. Like, okay, cool. She throws an SP1, I go in, and I go in with an SP2, and I guess it's just my inexperience with Clairvoyant, but she has the death immunity, and it's blocked, and then I'm a dummy there because I threw an SP2, or an SP1, so I got rid of the charge. The, what's it called? The infection. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, she has it again. I'm thinking I can just defeat her. But she has another death immunity, and I don't know, I have to go back and look at Clairvoyant's abilities, but I'm like, how many times is she going to be death immune? Is it going to be every single time I fight her? So, there she goes, she just kind of gets me on a little dashback intercept type thing she did. I don't know, it was just kind of dumb. So I'm out of champions now. I'm like, really? I almost did this thing itemless, and now I'm about to go in with a revive. So I was kind of annoyed. I'm literally here looking at the nodes. I'm like, I feel like that's her, but just in case, I'm checking everything. I'm like, why wasn't she dying? I killed her pretty much 2 times, and she just wouldn't die. It's the death immunity from her ability. I was like, no, I'm not going to just go check her abilities right now to make a point. I'm just going to go in, revive, and fight again. I was pretty annoyed, but whatever. It's not the worst fight, and I'm kind of upset. I was like, no matter what, I'm not losing this. So I threw some health potions in just in case, because I'm not doing this all over again, and I'm not spending any more units. So here we go, and this is the part that kind of triggered me even more at the end of the fight. I'll show you here in a sec when I get her down. She's going to throw an SP1, dodge, go in, go in, go in, intercept I think? No intercept, infection, go in again, and then we go for it, and she just straight up dies. Like, there's no death immunity, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, why didn't she die? Why didn't she get the death immunity that time, but she gets it twice in the last fight? I don't know. Okay, we're back for the second part of this video, guys. Well, we got a 10,000. It's pretty much like you beat the boss event. Here's a free 5-star champion. I had enough to get to 1,500, so I'm like, you know what? To me, that's a free featured 5-star hero crystal, because we didn't get Doom last time, and I'm sorry. I know he's in the basic pool, but it's a much higher chance for him in the featured pool. So I'm going for it again. So we're going to go in, go out, go in, go out, and go in. Hit the 4 corners as I always do, and drop it. Boss rush event. All you content creators that help create this event and make it a thing for us, I appreciate you, and I hope that you give me Dr. Doom for completing your challenge. So this is from all the content creators. Let's see what I get here. I hope it's not a dupe. Please just don't be a dupe. Don't be Hulk. Don't be Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's big tough. That's big tough. Well, the last 2 we got. Well, we've awakened Spider-Man Miles Morales. Wow. That's great. I might rank him up now. Dang, that's tough. Well, there you guys go. I said I want to go for it. Doom is just evading me. Dr. Doom is evading me. I've done 3 in a row now. Featured 5 stars. Trying to get him. And the first 2 were pretty much worth it. 11,000 shards, and I got Venom the Duck awakened, and I got a Vision Arcus, which I like playing a lot. Actually, I've been playing around with him a lot, and I like him quite a bit. Those were great pulls. I'm totally worth the 11,000 shards. This one, however, was nowhere near worth it. But that's the price you pay when you gamble on these 5 stars, and we might as well see if we can awaken our 4-star Nick Fury. If we can awaken our 4-star Nick Fury, I will feel a little bit of happiness. Just a little. A little bit. Because now I'm like, maybe I can actually use him in some content. Hey, that's a Max Sig ability. That's a Max Sig ability crystal. I don't know what they're called. Max Sig crystal. Carnage up at 99 already. That's double the 5-star shards. And that is a possibility at a 5-star Immortal Iron Fist. Well, it's one of the 2. We'll see. Okay, 4-star champion here. Let's see. Nick Fury coming around the corner. Nick Fury coming around the corner. Blue team Cyclops. That's the stuff I like right there. That's what I like. What's his SIG ability? I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. Can I check right here? No, I can't. Oh well. Well, we have one max SIG crystal. And just to end the video off, let's open that thing up. See what we get. I don't open almost hardly any of these. I've only opened probably 2 of them. Ever. So let's see what we can get here. There's a bunch of them right there. Probably a 4-star. Oh, we got some 5-star shards. I'm cool with it. Double 5-star shards. I'm down. So we got 550. All in all, not the best opening. Still, great event. It was annoying, but I'm glad we did it. We got a free 5-star champion out of it. I got some 6-star shards out of it, essentially. But, yeah. Not too bad. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped you a little bit if you saw some of the fights that you're having trouble on that I maybe didn't die on, like the rogue fight. I don't know if I can help you too much on the rogue fight. You can see it. I did the best I could. Black Widow fight isn't hard. Clairvoyant fight is not that hard. I just messed up a ton, and I wasn't thinking straight. I was being dumb. But if you need help on that Emma Frost fight, you might see some pretty cool stuff in this video. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. Remember, drop a like on the video. It helps me out a ton. Oh, I have one sleeve rolled up. Anyways, like I was saying, I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.